at a live stream here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing two things, not at the same time. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the movie Born in East LA. And I'm not going to just do it alone. I invited some buddies with me. And then right after the talk, seemingly, it's going to be seamless. It's so seamless. We're going to go to Zoom and we're going to watch Born in East LA with members. Now, if you want to watch the movie with us, you can. Let a wrench know, and what we'll do is we will get you the link in Zoom. I don't want to put it out there publicly. No. Last time I did that, we had some nastiness go on. But before I bring my brothers on, I just want to say that unlike current Hollywood, with the disastrous film that I saw last night called Doctor Strange 2, where they had a Latina character superhero who used a Spanish word that is indicative to Chicanos and to Mexicans, and yet she's supposed to be Puerto Rican, but she's an alien, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, that's like the whole film. Born in East LA is a gem. It is smart, it is funny, it is silly, it's campy, and check this out. It was written and directed by one man. His name was Cheech Marin. He is Cheech Marin. He's still around, of Cheech and Chong's fame. So let's bring in the brothers. They're not brothers. I mean, they kind of listen. Come on. At the end of the day, all those white people look alike. Yeah, I said it. What's going on?
We do.
I would say that's racist, but I can't tell which one of us is talking right now.
Hi there, guys.
Dude, I haven't seen, you have not been on the slant in like forever.
It's been a long time, man. I'm so glad you invited me. Thank you. And I have a sick kid, so that's even better because I'm not going to work tomorrow. Sorry for the kid, but I'm so honored to be on. I love your channel, so it's always good to be with you, Paulie.
Yeah, man. So, and of course, Tom of Midnight's Edge.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Where that bitch owes me money.
That mofo. Tom did say one of the best things on my the stream we just got off of on my channel about the Doctor Strange character. What was it about her power again, Tom?
Well, it's kind of funny they finally have a Latina character in the MCU, and her magical power is crossing borders.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
this is one of those characters, one of those representation faux pas that if you want to get political, both sides are complaining about, and it's hilarious because I'm seeing like, you know, what you guys see, but then I'm seeing like others complain about other things, but
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What are the superpowers? Man. Yeah. And you know, this film, Born in East LA, is so site specific with culture, with region, with location. But it was a hit. Everyone, we're still talking about this movie.
Well,
Tom.
Not only that, it's loosely based on a true story, right? Like, let's give some history. Like, this actually happened to somebody. They were accidentally deported, and he didn't have his wallet, so he couldn't prove he was from LA.
I bet you that's more than one person's story, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it was something that happened quite often. Yeah. And Cheech was inspired by that to write the song based upon, make it a parody of Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, of course. But like Paulie said, it was kind of a little bit more than that, right? And it did become more than that because it became this movie, which was the first vehicle for Cheech on his own. Which it did kind of signal the end of the duo, which is sad because that's one of the things that lended themselves to breaking up for many, many years. But what we did get was one of the most hilarious films of the mid 80s. And it is a gem. It's a classic. It hadn't been widely available for a while, but now you can get it from Shout Factory still, I believe. They put out a really nice box. I was going to say box set, but it's just a special edition. It has some deleted scenes and some other stuff on there, which famously, if you ever saw this movie on TV,
they re-edited
it, and the original ending was on the television version because they had edited out some of the other stuff and pad it for timing. because they cut off the original ending in the theatrical cut because it just kind of drags on for a little bit there, and you can see why.
What, the parade part? Where okay.
It's right after the parade. Like they have
Yeah.
those two getting married and some other things just keep going. It just keeps going for like another 15 minutes.
So Scott, you re-saw it yesterday or today. How was that experience? What did you take from it?
Well, I have to say I remembered more than I thought I remembered. The minute I started watching the movie, I'm like, I forgot I've seen this movie a bunch of times because I love Cheech. What I took from it though, this time watching it, was pretty much every single white person in it is terrible. It's terrible. They're horrible human beings. And I found that to be hilarious because that's comedy. Like Cheech is pulling from something and he wasn't scared to make every white person just terrible.
Here's the one thing though, like now the way you just explain that, now the way you just explain that though would be considered every woke movie we talk about, right?
That's what I'm laughing about.
But the difference here is Cheech is not afraid to make fun of, the Mexican culture just as much, right? Yeah. Like
the guy thinks Jesus is talking to him,
right? And not just the exactly right, the Mexican culture, but every trope within Chicano and Mexican.
Yes. I was going to say Chicano.
I mean, it's on point, from.
I love the bug.
Look how wrong. I mean, even this beginning sequence where he's trying to pick up on this lady. Yeah. This would not have been filmed today.
Harassment, dude. Harassment today. Even when he gets into the bug, he drops down, like to drive, where his head, like it's just classic. And when he's teaching those guys how to be Chicanos, how to pull up, he is making fun, but also belovedly making fun of his culture. And I love that part.
So, okay. So what I'm reminded, right? Let me try to find you guys. And I'll say hello to some people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Please share the link. I'm reminded, what I was surprised was I forgot how smart this film was.
Paul Rodriguez, goodness too.
Because it would have been really easy to make all these stereotypes very offensive, right? Even what he's joking about, which is trying to get back to crossing the border,
right?
Or being a Chicano that doesn't know a fucking word of Spanish. Right. And even Paul Rodriguez's character, oh my God, he had some gems.
Yes, I mean there's quite a few people in this movie.
Yeah. Really fast, let's say hello to some people here. All right, we got Baz. Hello, Baz. Ken Jack Ben, Soul Assassin, Tiki of Doom, Monkey Jeebs. Are these all your people?
Nice. Quite a few of them.
Yeah. We got Slantinos here. And if you guys want to watch the film with me, because after I'm done with these guys, I'm gonna go watch the film on our Zoom link. You're more than welcome. But members are already there. Diego Flores is there. Deleted. Zan Zoltan. Email me. I'll get you the email. The lovely Sherry is here. Hola, Sherry. And Robert Escobar show. Rimshot. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay, we'll go moving on. What's up, Shelly? Sean. And we did get this guy was supposed to be here right now, and just like those tricksters in Australia, he tricked his way out of this. He said he was double booked. Double booked.
Yeah, he picked the white guy over you.
Ooh.
I mean, how many bald white people can I deal with?
I know everyone you hang out with is bald and white. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But he says, sorry, I couldn't make it. Take care, brother. Hey, thank you. And let's show you not a bald white dude, but someone just as entertaining.
That's amazing. How do you get that voice? I want to be able to do that. I just can't. Like the mariachi bands do.
Yeah. So, well, it's I can't tell you anything. Then it's a scream. It's just like a It comes from within. And so you see those big guys with big bellies, singing it, doing those really well.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, Grant Gregory. I want to give you guys just an example of what I'm talking about. How just smart, even though there's like a lot of campy jokes, like him in dressing up. I mean, we'll get to it, but at the end, they come out of the. I'm jumping away to the end.
Yeah.
They come out of the out of the ground, right? What is it? What does he call that? The
manhole.
The manhole.
Yeah.
And there's a Cinco de Mayo party going.
Yes.
And she's like, wait, what is this? He's, I think it's a Cinco de Mayo festival.
Yep.
And she says, what's Cinco de Mayo?
I love his answer.
He says, I don't know, but we celebrate it every year.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought Cinco de Mayo. It was one of my Mexican friends from college. I was like, what is Cinco de Mayo? And he's like, it's nothing. It's really nothing. It's kind of like, what is St. Patrick's Day? What is Mother's? Like, we made a holiday. Americans do it different than anybody else does it. Like, if you do think of, St. Patrick's Day in America is all about drinking and partying. It's actually going to church in Ireland. So it's a big difference.
So what else did you take away from this?
I have to say, I forgot how good Cheech was. Like, I didn't know he directed it. I knew he wrote it. I didn't know he directed it. I thought that was great. I love the different people he meets, the relationships he builds, and like the way he actually created and wrote his own character, from being seen as shallow to actually like giving the fruit to the mother and the children, like realizing, he doesn't have to, like, he wants to go home so bad, but he's finding something there. I don't know. He's finding himself there. I found a deeper sense of something in this movie, which I really enjoyed. But the part in prison was fantastic. Fantastic.
Well, Tom, he's, his character's name is Rudy Robles, and he's kind of a dick.
Yes.
At first.
Yep.
Tom.
It's
yeah. That was for you. He threw it.
Why you got to go for me for the dick part?
Well, because
you got a huge one.
Oh my God.
The tattoo scene.
Well, because he's incredibly selfish, and he kind of, it's not until he like does something selfless that some good stuff starts to happen to him.
Yes. Who's that guy? What's that actor's name? This
is Tony Plana. Tony Plana. He's been in
everything.
Three Amigos, everything.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hefe.
He played Fail.
Yes.
Fail. Yep. And even these characters, because in prison here, he deals with a gay guy, who later kicks his ass. I mean, no, Tom, I just wanted to know your thoughts on the character. That's all.
Oh, I love it. I mean, overall, in general, yeah, you're right. He kind of starts off the movie as he's a bit of a dick. He's definitely he's pampered in an LA way. You can kind of see that once he gets stuck in Mexico and he's completely out of his element. And that is the irony of it, right? It's a fish out of water story for someone who should, know what they're getting themselves into in this place, but he's either never been there or doesn't remember it. And he knows, like you said, he doesn't know any Spanish, and he's just trying to get home, and he doesn't have a way to get home. And everybody can relate to that if you were in this kind of position before, or been stranded or anything like that. So it's a very simple story that lends itself to a very humorous situation, and the irony of it, and the it's kind of a comedy of just about people, and that's kind of what Scott, I think, was saying too. It's just like the differences we all have. And you got like Howard Stern's character here, and not Howard Stern, Daniel Stern's character.
Howard Stern.
Daniel Stern is
great.
Daniel
Stern. I meant, he's really great in this too. And
he starts off as a jerk, but like you see that he truly starts to care for him. And like actually gives up some money, like $150, and then gets him, later. But something that I found kind of interesting, and you just touched on it, Tom, was that you know, like you're taking he makes it beautiful. Like, he's from East LA. He's an American, but everyone assumes if you drop him in Mexico, he should know what to do. He should know where he should be.
Exactly,
He should speak he doesn't. He is an American from East LA, of Mexican descent. You know, like, that's the difference. That's the difference. Like, he's showing like he's an American, but the fish out of water thing can happen to anyone, even if you
Jason
go to a
Scott
place.
Lee playing a Mexican, hilarious.
God, that was fantastic.
Sorry, I had to stop there for a second.
No, I just love these
Oh,
guys.
no. Right, and really, it's kind of like, you know how Mel Brooks kind of commented on racism and stuff like that with Blazing Saddles. This is kind of Cheech's way of commenting on, you know, racism and how, you know, Mexican Americans were kind of viewed, especially in that time period and stuff like that. And, you know, like you said, he's playing with a lot of the stereotypes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's portraying them all as real people. Yes. Even if he's having fun and poking fun here and there, you know, and that's what I think is more important, is he's having fun more than he's poking fun, let's say.
Okay, real
that's
fast.
A big difference, yeah.
Real fast, I just want to say to anyone who's not a member of the channel and if you guys want to watch the movie with us, Born in East LA, email me. I will give you the Zoom link. I'm not going to put it out there. Last time we did that, we had a bunch of craziness. Was nuts. Nah, I'll never
thought it was chatterbait or what?
Dude, it was it was like we got porn bombed.
Are you serious on a Zoom meeting? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes,
I mean, terrible.
Members, in the community tab, there is the Zoom link. There's already people in there, and anyone else, please give me an email. So this is probably one of there's I remember this scene, and then the scene where he's selling IDs, like part of the commercial. Like, this was iconic stuff,
man.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that is Jason Scott Lee.
It is. It totally is. Yes.
I didn't even recognize him. I didn't even realize that.
So here's a Chicano.
This is one of my favorite scenes.
Best scene.
Barely any Spanish, teaching these guys how to blend in East LA when they get there, because they're all illegal. They're gonna cross the border, but he's got a lesson. And let me just say this about Daniel Stern. What's happening? Let me just say this about Daniel Stern. I think he was the perfect type of character actor to do this, because Daniel Stern's never menacing. Right? Like I think it worked out, even when he was, like, you know, using the word wetback or this and that. There was always a levity to it.
Yeah. Or even a sense of like love of it. You know, like, you could tell he's in his element being in Mexico. Yeah. I love that part. Yeah.
I mean, he's a total slime ball, but he's lovable.
Yeah.
He's lovable.
This is some good shit too here. Well, and then this is where you get the contrast, right? Like, of what you know, he's getting completely bombarded with what LA and America was all about at the time. Yeah.
Freaking amazing. I just love my favorite part, you brought it up with the green card. You're Fernando Valenzuela. You won 26 or 20 games last year. Like, just the names he's thrown out. He did whatever he needed to do to try to get back. And just some brilliant scenes. Again, he wrote and directed. Blows my mind.
I think too, like, with the setup of all the bait and switch, which is how you really use bait and switch, right? As far as leaving the wallet behind, the telephone behind Jesus and Jesus's eyes moving.
Yeah, it's setting up for down the road. It's beautiful that they don't do that anymore.
Hey, you know, get me a beer.
They say mojado and wetback. Hey, you, give me a beer.
Yeah.
Tienes una cerveza. And you know, Paul did a good job with this one. Rodriguez.
He's great in this too, yeah.
You know,
especially considering he doesn't really have many lines, right? Like, it's a few Spanish words here and there, but he doesn't really.
He's got like a
dialogue. It's all just kind of like situational humor, however you want to put it. You know, it's it's very clever how it's
Right.
done.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find that scene we all love.
When he's selling the green cards.
This was
I
like a
love this
little
scene.
A sweet scene here, yeah.
very sweet, and you know the top it off is when the kid throws the orange back, Tom.
Yep. The kid
Yeah.
looks familiar to me for some reason. I feel like he's been in other things back in the
They
day.
have.
Well, it throws it, nice catch. I mean, this is a well done film. This is a well made film, Tom.
Oh yeah, it's very well done. Yes, holds up very well too.
That's
like-
what I was surprised with when I watched it today. Like I'm like, this holds up real, like as a comedy. I'm getting a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why it helped that they cut off that ending, because the movie is not very long, right?
It's not.
It's only like an hour and 17 minutes or something like that. It's a really quick watch. So it's a very entertaining, fast paced. Every scene has a lot of laughs in it or heart, you know, and sometimes you can shift between both in the same scene. You know,
I'm
and you
just
got
trying
this
to find
great
that-
supporting cast, and
Yeah,
you know,
I was trying to find that
kinda-
Fernando scene.
Oh, I love that scene.
Oh my
What's
God.
happening? I like the other bit when he's trying to teach him how to sing. He's like,
Oh,
"Come on, baby, now, come on, baby."
I wanted to bring that up to you.
and he's like, la 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 bamba.
No, La Bamba, no. Wait a minute, it is La Bamba.
It is La Bamba.
Okay,
It is
so
right here.
That was, but that's a genius moment.
so Tom, do you recognize the guy on the guitar?
This guy from Los Lobos, ain't it?
No.
Oh, he's from La
That-
Bamba or whatever. Yeah, he's from
that's-
the movie La Bamba. Yeah,
No. Yes and no. That's Daniel Valdez.
yeah, that's Daniel Valdez. Yeah,
He's the lead in Zoot Suit.
okay, but isn't he in La Bamba as well?
He like the uncle, yes.
Yeah, he's the uncle. Yeah,
Right? And then this guy in the accordion is a very famous, crazy accordion player from Texas. His name was
I guess we got taken down, guys.
Oh, we did?
What?
Yeah, because you're playing too much of the scenes, probably.
Playing too much?
Yeah.
Damn.
Somebody just texted me we're taken down.
Oh, that's bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, stream
All right,
suspended.
just knock off they might actually bring it back up.
They'll
They've
bring
done-
it back up.
I gotta
Yeah.
run anyway, so like, yeah.
That's
But
a-
you were
yeah.
what were you gonna say,
That's
Paulie?
BS, man.
Just to finish it off in case it lets you come back.
So the accordion player is a very famous accordion player from Texas. His name is Stephen Jordan. That's Esteban Jordan. That's what I was just gonna say.
Okay.
So, you know, like little movie trivia there with those two gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if we are back on.
No, we're still down.
Yeah, I'm checking for us.
Damn.
So wait a minute, let me ask you a question. I'm sorry because this sucks, but is that you're saying that was Richie, the brother from La Bamba?
No, the one guy was
No.
his uncle.
Oh, okay.
You see him in a lot of the scenes where they're having the family gatherings and stuff, and he's also was he in the earlier scenes too when they were at the orange farms? I was gonna
he's
say
got
I
a-
think so, yeah.
He's got a.
So it'd be the mom's brother. if
Yeah.
I remember
Okay,
right.
okay. Yeah, it's not coming back up. That's so crazy. Because I know that happens to Mead Radio a lot.
Yeah, and I kind of figured out the formula, but this is just because he was playing a movie and Universal owns it in their dicks.
They are dicks. That sucks, man.
And it's because he was playing more than 8-second clips.
Yeah, I was playing a little too much of it.
Now, if you play 8 seconds and then pause and then play again.
Trying to get away, like the way he was
Hey
doing it at
guys
first.
in Zoom.
Are you
We'll
in
be
the
over
Zoom
there
already?
soon. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. You might
Yeah.
have to- Oh, we're
Yeah.
back. Now we're back.
Oh, look
We're
at us.
back.
We are back. Okay,
Yay.
refresh.
Hey, all right. And
Just as I was about to head out the door, but
Same here. I was like, well, good seeing you, Paulie.
yeah. Paul Vato presents. I'm friends with Del Zamora. He's in the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
guy
wow.
he went, what's up? What's up, brother? That's Del Zamora.
Oh, okay.
That's Del Zamora.
no, I love this film. I remember seeing it as a kid. It was always on cable constantly. So that's one of the reasons why I've seen it so many times. And it was just an enjoyable film. And
What year was it again?
86 or 85. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 86 or 87.
Was
Yeah.
it 87, 86 or 87? Yeah.
Because
Somewhere-
the single came out in 85.
yeah. And that's when they broke up. Okay. It was 87 here. I see it now.
87.
Okay.
And
'Cause I know a lot-
Bamba- Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I was just going to say, I know a lot of people who didn't know Cheech and Chong because we were younger. I was probably like maybe 10 or 11, but I had older brothers and sisters, so I knew who Cheech and Chong were. But a lot of kids just met Cheech by himself. So like this was the second act of his career, which some people got introduced to Cheech and Chong a different way.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of strange thinking of him not as Cheech and Chong, but a lot of people thought of him as just Cheech. He became big.
Yeah, because he did this and Shrimp on the Barbie and a couple other movies in that era that really kind of put him on
it catapulted him to just being Cheech Marin, because this begat Tin Cup.
Oh, that was way down the road, but
yeah. But you also
that was early 90s. That was early 90s.
From Dusk to Dawn.
There was tons of. He was already Cheech Marin by then. I mean,
right. But what I was getting at, because with Tin
Desperado Cup and all that stuff come out, and
right. But what I was getting at with Tin Cup was that that's where he connected with Don Johnson, and they did Nash Bridges forever.
That's true. Yeah. But that was like, I think Tin Cup was more like 96 or 7 though.
Yeah, by then
was it that far down? I thought it was 92 or 93.
No, because it was one of the later 90s.
Well, this launched his solo career for sure.
Oh, definitely.
It was either right before or right after they actually started that show. They may have actually been working on it already.
Spy Kids.
Oh,
yeah. He had done a ton of stuff in that late 80s era where he was either the first or second star, where he definitely was. I would consider him A-list for specifically that time period there.
Oh, definitely. Now, let me ask you. Oh,
Jeff
I'm sorry.
C. Yeah, Jeff C. I sent you the link, the Zoom link. He emailed me. He's a smart man. He wants to come and join the party. And this is the email to join the party. Yes, Scott.
No, I had a question. Like, in the Latino community, is he like, because he's a trailblazer? I mean, Cheech and Chong were, but he became like, he was a megastar when it wasn't, like, who else was out there, even in comedy? Like, he brought up a lot of people with him. Look at all the younger guys he had in that movie with him. That became well known, at least, or known in the industry. So what is he thought of as in, people look back now? What do you think?
And what I think of is, before I answer that, I just want to welcome our Zoom people. They can hear me now at the same time. Thank you guys in Zoom. What I think is he is still, Scott, a huge thriving icon.
Yeah,
he's not just an icon that's sitting on his laurels. He just opened up the first ever, if you believe this, Chicano art museum in the country.
What?
They just opened up, and it's his private collection. He's been collecting art since the 70s. So they just opened up. They're having a huge concert with Los Lobos, opening the place up. So he's still very much a part of the Chicano community. He's very revered, as well as, he's still working. You hear his voice in
the voice work he's done. In fact, if you think about it, he's probably done more Disney voices than a lot of other actors, because he's been in a lot of shit.
Lion
King. What else? Because I know he's done a couple other ones.
Lion King.
I was thinking Fern Gully, but that's not Disney.
So
technically, the Spy Kids movies technically were Disney movies. But...
Real Robert Rodriguez movies.
Yes.
So Scott, that's a great question, because, again, we go back to this.
Oh, the other one I was trying to think of was Oliver and Company. Duh.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I say, he's done 3 Disney movies at least, if not more.
And we could wrap up this stream with what I'm going to throw at you guys, and
please,
because I know both of you guys have to go. And then we're gonna go and watch the movie, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks to what was this man was able to do with writing and directing it, right? When you let a guy with a vision, and you give him some money, a low budget. I think, what was the budget, like 8-9 million? I don't think it
was very much for this one. If it was that much, I'd be surprised.
Right.
I bet you it was like 3 million.
And it made them tons of cash. We see what like I said, what a real example of diversity and authenticity is. Right. That's it. We don't have we don't have those movies anymore.
No.
What do we have? We have this garbage token. It's become just tokens, and they're not even real Latinos. They're just like tokens. They're just in name, and then they say things that are incorrect.
Yes.
What do you guys have to say about that?
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. We have people now that say they need to see themselves in film, and I don't feel represented, but yet it's almost, they're not as real as someone like Cheech is, who gives back to his community, like lived in that community, still thrives in that community. We have people that, because their last name is, insert ethnicity here, they feel like they have to like push that as their forefront, where Cheech was like, no, this is me showing you my material. This is me writing. This is me acting. This is my profession. Not just because I'm a Chicano, but I want to celebrate it. It's completely different than throwing it in your face. He's celebrating. And I love that about him and many others.
I'm having a hard time finding the budget. I mean, it did very well though. It only made $17 million. So the budget had to be really low for what I'm
saying. Only made 17 million. Really?
Yeah. But it was very profitable according to what I said here, but I couldn't find an actual budget. So it was probably made somewhere between the 1.5 to $3-4 million range at the most, I'd imagine.
Yeah. If it only made 17, and they're saying it was very profitable, but I mean, they probably did.
Well, I think it was technically started as an independent film too, is what I'm kind of gathering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then Universal picked it up, kind of thing, probably. And it did 4 million its opening weekend, which back then is a pretty good opening weekend.
Yeah, I love
with adjusted inflation, it did 40 million. Yeah, they don't have a budget here for it though.
Yeah. Well, if you can find it real fast, and I hear you about being seen. I really feel that it is important, but I really feel that the way it's been presented, it's been pure. It's
tokenism. You said it.
Well, it's been done so badly, and then they just canceled this TV show called Promised Land, which
I heard that,
which was like one of the best original shows I've seen in a while, Godfather-esque, and they fucking cancel it.
Yeah,
it's
like one season, right? One season, and half of it was on Hulu. I do think it's important, Scott. But again, it's like with Born in LA, like those jokes that were like that are for everyone, and at the same time, you'll get something a little extra because at the it's in the song where it says like he's doing the call out. He's like he's naming the different city streets. Soto, and then they say City Terrace, and City Terrace is like synonymous with like not really being East LA. Okay.
they're like kind of like up on the hill. Fuck
the
those
fringe,
guys.
yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But that shit's real. Or even like that ride in the park around that park. We've all been to that park.
Yeah.
Now it's just this is I've hit a wall.
Yeah,
Scott, this week I hit a fucking wall.
Well, can I ask you a question? Like, granted, completely different type of movie, type of person, not a comedian, but like I feel like the guy, and I always screw up his name, so I'll let you say it. The guy who wrote Encanto, who did Hamilton, I forget how to say. Yeah,
Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel. He celebrates. He's like, I don't care. I know people are upset with like he didn't put the right different. I don't care about that. He's trying to celebrate. He is not. Yeah. He doesn't seem the type that is token. He seems the type that truly wants to present the people that what he feels is celebrating his ancestry. And I like that about him.
I think. He can't be controlled. They don't know how to control him. Sometimes he's a little woke. Sometimes he's not. But he doesn't use the X. I don't know what. Which is why you see that he was basically shut out.
Yeah.
Of all the, I mean, he had an amazing year. I mean, he did a lot of shit last year.
Guy's brilliant.
Now they're saying that with the Andy Garcia movie, Father of the Bride remake, they're saying that's all white Cubans, and it's just like you can't win.
You can't win.
You can't win because Andy's politics are,
little base. He's base.
Fuck Castro.
Yeah.
Fuck that regime. Fuck communism. Like it's like that with Andy.
Yep.
What do you think? What do you think Hollywood's going to support that?
No, man, no.
And I just realized something, Tom. I just realized something. The writer of that movie is Matt Lopez, who created Promised Land.
Oh my God! Wow.
There might be a connection. There.
Holy cow, man! You just might have figured something. That's a video in the making.
Well, guys, I know you have many things to do, and
I do have to run. I wasn't able to find a budget, though. Sorry for that.
That's all right. Yeah. It's all right. Let us get together again when we're not in a rush.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe we can tape something, do something fun. But
sure.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching the film, Scott. Is there anything else you want to say to all your non-Latino friends of why they should see the movie?
Oh, if you haven't seen it,
it's a great film.
It's not a Latino movie. It is, but it's a great American comedy. It's like for me, comedy it crosses all borders. It is genius. He is hilarious. It's tamer than I remember it being. But Cheech is he's an icon. He should be an icon for comedy for everybody. So yeah, definitely you have to watch it if you like anything Cheech has been in. This is like peak Cheech. So I like it. Thank you for having me on. Great
film. Thank you, Paulie. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the film, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good night. You too, and we'll see you soon. Much love.
Hey, later, everybody.
East LA.
On the lay. I didn't say that right.
Love you, Scott.
Love you, buddy. Bye.
All right. All right. So listen, you guys right now can come and watch the film with me and the gang. Channel members are in the Zoom link. To get the Zoom link, you have to email me. So I'm going to be on here for a minute. I do have some people to reply emails to. Let me get that to Gonzalo Bergali. Mucho gusto. And Jeff C got it. Cool. If you cannot make it with us, hey, awesome one. How are you? Hey, Andy. What's happening? I love the silly comedy. I mean, still one of my favorite movies are Los Bañeros here in Argentina. Okay. Well, we'll talk in the Zoom link, Zen Zoltan. I want to. Yes, we are back. And Shellback, let me send you the link. I want to let you guys know I put up a video today. I want to get your thoughts on it. I really went after Disney and ABC. I feel that there's a huge injustice going on to real entertainment. When they have real entertainment in their hands, they disregard it because maybe it's just something they can't creatively control. So check that video out. I put that up today. It basically, the title of it, I think, is Disney Disses Latinos or Disney Hates Latinos. So, something crazy like that. And there'll be more to come on that. Okay, Shellback, I believe I sent you the link. Let me see here. Make sure I'm getting this link right. And I believe in a few days, maybe even tomorrow, we're going to do some topics and we will talk about a couple of things that are going on. Because I did see Doctor Strange and I absolutely hated it. I just did not like it. We're going to watch Born in East LA with Cheech Marin. And in a few minutes, we're going to start it. I just want to make sure we're going to get any last minute invites out. Andy McKellum, awesome one. You guys are invited. You do not have to be a member. Lovely Sherry, Monkey Jeebus. Let me know. Here is the way to get a hold of me. And let me see. Where is that? There we go. You need to email me. It is a great movie. It is a great movie. Monkey Jeebus. All right. I'm sending you the link now. Excellent. And Shellback, I DM'd you on Twitter. All right, my friends, I really appreciate you all. We have tons of videos, new videos every day. The channel is growing. It is incredible. And people like Shellback, Awesome Ones, all these people have been here since the beginning with the slant. We're going to have a 2-year anniversary, I think next month. I'll get back to you on that. Dudes and dudettes, come see the movie. We'll talk stupid things. Have a great time. All right, my friends, I am going to get on out of here and get on over to the Zoom link. Be good, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace. And wherever you're at, keep your slant fuerte and your fight. And your fight fuerte, if you can do that. Where's the closing credits? There you go.